All right, so last Friday, delegates of the Jamaica Teachers Association voted overwhelmingly to reject the Ministry of Finance's most recent salary package. Sonia Harrison, president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, is joining us now to talk to us more about this decision. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, ma'am. Welcome.
Good morning.
Leading the charge, as usual. Tell me a little bit about why you rejected this package. What was, first of all, for the folks who don't know, what was the offer? And why did you vote to reject?
Well, good morning, Simone. Good morning, Neville. Good morning, viewers, and of course to my teachers across the length and breadth of this nation. It's a new week, and blessings to you as you go about to do what it is that you do best. The government has made a decision, having commissioned a study, to pay public sector workers differently. And in that process, a conversation is being had as to how we're to transition from what currently obtains to where they would like us to go. In that conversation and negotiations, we put in bracket, certainly how it is that they would like to now concise, restrict all groupings of teachers to 11 bands. And pretty much we have settled on that, but there are still banding issues where different categories of teachers have been placed. The work experience coordinator had been a struggle. We saw them speaking to that, but where they were inserted, we're still not comfortable with that given the compensation package that they currently enjoy, and we're putting them now in the band. That will have some implications for them going forward. As it relates to the diploma, we have seen them return. The lecturers, there are still some issues there. And the primary principal 4, we've asked for movements, and we're yet to see that. So there are still some issues in where you want to situate the teacher. And in addition to the alignment of the monies, and one of the main areas of concern and that of the teachers across the length and breadth of this nation, because the teaching force is predominantly made up of the classroom teacher, the trained graduate. And when it is, we look at where government has situated, and pretty much fine, but the alignment of the compensation with that trained graduate, especially when we don't live in a bubble. So we know what other persons who receive similar, who have similar training and qualification, the trained graduate, the teacher, and the foot soldier, the persons who are doing the duty in the schools, on whom are principals, middle managers, and whomever depend to carry out the vision of education, they are not rightly aligned at all.
Overall, how close is the government to where you want them to be?
Well, the trained graduate is certainly an issue that must be treated with, and in addition to the book software and technology allowance. Now, in this day and age, I would like for the government of Jamaica to explain to the parents and to the general populace as to how do you explain that we have seen in history has not supported where that kind of influx in resourcing education is there. The teacher had been subsidizing education for all these years. We implemented the NSC, National Standards Curriculum, in 2017. To date, schools are to be resourced. One of the pillars of that is the ICTs, technologies. And to date, there are schools outstanding with that kind of support. The 2017, we negotiated tablets. We didn't get them until 2020 when the pandemic hit. Yes, the laptops that we have subsequently negotiated, the time frame that government says it will deliver those to the teachers up to 2024. So history is not on the side where it is government has injected the kind of resources in education. And if we say today the taxi drivers may be striking, automatically we're in a space where we now intend for the students to go online.
Sorry to jump in, but I don't think I got the answer to the question. How close are they to what you want?
For its own.
Yeah, but how close are they?
There are some stickling points, and I was highlighting those that need addressing in order for us to even say we are as the matter of removing automatic increment. We have to have some conversations with government
I accept that,
as to what that
but,
will look
no,
like.
I accept that, but if you ask for 10 and they say 9, they're close. That's all I'm trying to say. If you ask for 10 and they say 2, they're not close.
We still have at least a 10-point issue of things that we need to talk over with government, and for them to give us a response on.
The way you outline it, it would seem to me that you are still very far away from reaching an agreement, and I wonder if you're hopeful that something will happen, something material can happen before your tenure ends in August.
Well,
or if we're looking at a multi-year ongoing.
I'm not quite sure how soon we are invited back to the table. Having today in-house, we will have a conversation amongst ourselves, the presidents and the Secretary General, and to coin what it is that will be dispatched to the Ministry of Finance and Public Service. And so we will be seeking to release that today. Is just a drop of a hat in terms of an email, but how soon we get an invitation from the government is certainly dependent on them.
Let me ask you, you made a statement recently that about the challenges. You said there are things we certainly continue to have negotiations and talks with the government about. If it is that we're serious about retention of experienced and quality teachers, are we still hemorrhaging? Are we hemorrhaging teachers?
Oh, we most certainly. Just at the special conference held at Woolmer's on Friday, no fewer than 2-3 principals would have highlighted 11 teachers, not the staff is short, 11, 8, yes, 10. And that's just a few who have spoken. There are several schools, but we continue to do the best we can and to carry on the business of teaching and learning. But there are several schools operating without the requisite human resource that they are in need of to carry out. So the teachers' timetable, boss.
What kind of timeline we're looking at, Madam President? Are the teachers saying to you, President, if I don't get it by Thursday, I'm going to be yard? Is there a timeline here that we're talking about? Or are they willing to wait on you to get the right thing for them?
Because this is not your traditional negotiation that you're getting an increase and, you get some back money. That is not the focus. This is a watershed moment. Once we cross over into this new paradigm, that is significant. And so it is important for us as an association to remain diligent, surgical in our approach, to reduce the anomalies on this side of the divide before we go. And I think the teachers understand that, while they are certainly in need of their new money, they understand, because we're talking about saving education. We're talking about saving a teaching force. We must have a system that would want to encourage. We're already having challenges with retaining some of the most experienced and our best. And this is a way for the government of Jamaica to speak to the nation and to say, we truly value your children. Our greatest resource as a nation is our human capital, and we must invest in same.
Final question from me. Sim already asked you about the hemorrhaging. If the folks are leaving, are teachers coming in?
Except for those who would have graduated from the teachers' colleges in November of last year, and there is no empirical data to say all of those persons who graduated entered the classroom, right? So we're having a challenge.
Well, does that mean they're not coming in, or they are coming in?
So again, I said there's no empirical data, and teachers' colleges have reported a reduction in the number of entrants over the years. So we have to, as a nation, make a decision how it is that we're going to resource our education system, and do we want Jamaican teachers to remain in Jamaican classrooms?
We do, and I thank you. I thank you for as I tell the officers, your service, because we can't do without you guys. I am reading something here, it was because of a teacher. We hear that all the while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you.
But we
so
want
very much.
more than lip service to that, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I hope everything works out, and I hope it works out soon, because I repeat myself, we need you. That's Sonia Harrison, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association. More and Smile after this break. Soon come. Stay with us, please.